This is what characterized the life of Francis Xavier Kausai Ole Kaparo for 15 years, earning him respect and honor among politicians and to some extent many Kenyans. To some, the name Mr. Speaker Sir seemed like his official name. Today, Francis Ole Kaparo is not dabbling as a politician attending to party matters in Nairobi or political rallies across the country. He is found at his ranches in Laikipia. To give us a glimpse of his life, Ole Kaparo offers to drive us in our company car to his rural home, 1.5 hours later, on a rough terrain. He gets down to welcoming his guests, that is us, again, personally slaughtering a goat for us before we go down to business. So, just who is Francis Xavier Ole Kaparo? I asked.
Well, I am who I am. And yeah, I come from this locale, born some 25 miles out of west of it. And that was, I think, what we aspired to do, to herd cattle, to herd goats, to be Morans.
However, his journey to be a Moran was cut short on the 9th of February 1959. Him and 40 others were rounded up by the tribal police, currently referred to as the administration police, and forcibly taken to school.
It was an experience, my friend. You know, going to what was called school at that time, and nobody before you had been to school. You just could not imagine what it was.
Life in school then was not for the faint-hearted, and by the time of sitting for the Kenya preliminary education exams, only 9 of them had survived. He then proceeded to Nanyuki High School, and the situation was still the same.
We didn't have dormitories, we didn't have classrooms, so we slept in an old condemned military barrack in Nanyuki, in the 3rd Kenya Rifles in Nanyuki, and we came to school, had breakfast in the open, and walked to town, Nanyuki town, I think about 2 kilometers, 1.5, and we went to class in a place that was formerly a bakery.
For his higher education, he was at Shimolatewa Secondary School, where he passed with 3 principals, enough to earn him a place at the University of Nairobi, where he pursued a degree in law.
My father was a member of the African courts, and they had a court here in Daldal, and they were dressed in very interesting black robes, and on occasion I would go to court there, and I would see cases being conducted, and I would really hate to see them imprison a Moran.
From the university, together with a friend, they started Kaparo and Waweru Advocates, where he practiced law for 12 years before trying his hand on politics. His first attempt was in 1983 without success, but during the 1988 election, he was elected as the Member of Parliament for Laikipia and was appointed an assistant minister.
I was an assistant minister in 3 different ministries, each one lasting 1 year. And again, I was minister for about 1 year. So everything was 1 year.
But in 1992, during the first elections held under the multi-party structure,
when I ran under Kanu, I was thoroughly defeated. Thoroughly defeated.
However, he was elected the Speaker of the National Assembly, thrusting him back to limelight.
You must understand that there is no training to be Speaker. You come to the chair yourself, and there you are. You have the rules of procedure, and you have your officers to advise. But finally, the decision is yours.
Considering it was a politically charged parliament then, he had to practice a delicate balance.
You remember they sang in the house? Yeah? You remember they tried to take away the mess? You know, I have also been sued to stop the budget. You know, nothing I haven't experienced in that place. Nothing. Nothing. I've had so much. I've seen so much. Oh my God.
In such a hostile environment, he still managed to record some success in the House. Apart from the expansive ranches that he now spends time at, Kaparo has also given back to the community. Together with his wife, they run a school built with his pension money. The school is run by his wife, who is also the director and the godmother to the pupils at the school. But what other business does Kaparo engage in? Which sectors of the economy has he invested in?
How can I run a business? Kenya, through the speakership, took away all my time. I became speaker at age 42. I left at age 57. The most productive part of my life was given by me to the Kenyan people, sitting in that chair. I was not able to do any business. I do not run any business. I survived on what the Kenyan paid me through salaries.
But even though he says business is not part of his business and wealth, he has this to say to the young people.
The first thing is, of course, identify your dream. Identify your dream. Once you have identified your dream, keep your eye on the ball. Be focused on that dream. Number 3, once you have identified your dream, you focus on it, work hard at it. And number 4, have faith in yourself that you are capable of being what you want to be.
Challenges in life has proven to be one of the most successful teachers, producing some of the most successful personalities in the world. And for you to be successful, you need to have a dream, vision, and a drive to take you there. For Money and Power, I'm Phillip Keitany from Doldol, Laikipia County.